Truth is not a left-wing value. Every single left-wing paper, New York Times, Washington Post, LA Times, media outlet, NPR, spokespeople, MSNBC, they repeat this, found guilty on 34 counts. It's 34 of the same exact act. Because Donald Trump paid Michael Cohen in 34 payments.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
As I said yesterday, had he paid him daily for a year, he would have been found guilty on 365 counts. And they repeat this. And virtually every single liberal believes it, because they don't listen or read alternate understandings of what occurred.
They think it's separate, totally separate.
Yeah, they think it's separate. Yes, he committed 34 crimes. Different crimes. That's right. That's the lie of this disgusting human being called Alvin Bragg. Was he a Soros-funded DA?
Yes.
George Soros is an evil man. I think I even understand him, why he is a nihilist. I wrote about him 10 years ago, at least. Let me see the date on that. So this is not new, my friends, and the disgusting left-wing idea that attacks on George Soros are anti-Semitic because Soros was born a Jew. Soros has as much to do with being a Jew as I do with being a Hindu. The only difference is I have more respect for Hinduism than he does for Judaism. So I wrote, let's see, Prager, non-Jewish Jew Soros. That should come up. Yep, I did. And the date, George Soros on the problem of the radical non-Jewish Jew, 2007. Yeah. That's not 10 years ago. 7 from 24 is 17. 17 years ago, I wrote a column explaining George Soros. By the way, if this in any way titillates you to read columns that I wrote years ago, I write everything I write. It is with an eye toward people reading it in the future. This is as relevant today as it was 17 years ago. George Soros and the problem of the radical non-Jewish Jew. And it has to do with the radical non-Christian Christian, although we never use that term, because if you don't believe in Christianity, you're not called a Christian. But if you don't believe in Judaism, you are called a Jew. It's a very, very big difference. If you reject everything Christianity stands for, nobody calls you a Christian. But if you're born to a Jewish parent and you reject everything Judaism stands for, you're still called a Jew. So that's something people should understand. They go, why are Jews on the left? Well, why are staggering numbers of Gentiles on the left? Both are true. He has no religious or national identity, George Soros. None. And people with no religious or national identity deeply resent people who have a religious or national identity. And they want to rob you, strip you of them. Explains a lot about the left. For the full episode of the Dennis Prager Show, go to pragertopia.com, sign up, and become a full member.